Honestly, it feels like quite a journey here. I mean, we talked about overthinking, we talked about social media posting anxiety, and now this week we are going to talk about the feeling of wanting to impress some people. It kind of feels like they're kind of all linking together, but they are at different parts of our lives in terms of our social interaction with other people. And the reason we are talking about this particular topic is that wanting to impress other people usually gets in the way of us actually developing real and genuine friendships with other people. I mean, do you actually have this desire to actually want to go out there and impress the people, and sometimes even people you have no idea who it is? Just complete strangers. And I feel like if we were really thinking to ourselves and be honest, I would think every one of us would have at least some desire to want to look good in front of others. Looking nice, looking clean, maybe looking popular or cool. This desire is in all of us, just in varying degrees. However, sometimes this desire gets really bad and you can't even do anything normally anymore. If this is how you're feeling, you probably already know how much of a problem it is. And sometimes it's not even like the desire to want to be the coolest person in the room or be like the best top dog. It's just more so wanting to other people to actually accept you or don't find you annoying, just to be part of that group. If you are not subscribed yet, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and of course the bell. So here I'm going to break this down into two different parts. The first part is knowing what's right. Because part of the reason that we really want to impress other people is that we're not really sure about ourselves. So the more that we know about ourselves, there will be less desire to actually want to impress other people. The second part is building trust. If you want to not really try to impress everyone all the time, you have to gradually start to build trust and confidence in your own judgment. So you're not constantly looking for everyone else and looking for their approval or validation. Because everyone changes, everyone has different opinions. Then you kind of have to become a complete different person every time you meet someone else. And that is just not the way to live life. The desire to impress, I feel like to some level, is really a doubt about yourself as a person. Like honestly, I don't think it's bad to want to make a first impression, go out there and present the best part of who you are. But it's kind of bad to want to change yourself completely or feeling so anxious and nervous because you want this person's approval so bad. That's when I feel like it spirals out of control. However, if you feel good and satisfied about yourself as a person, honestly, that need or want to impress other people, it would drastically decrease a lot. Because if you like yourself, then it doesn't really matter what other people think, right? So guys, this is a quarter. I don't know if you guys can see it. Does it concentrate? Yeah, but it's basically just a coin. I don't know if this thing autofocus. Can you see it? There you go. Okay. This is a quarter. It's a simple US currency. There's nothing special about this. People use this to go and buy food. That's how things work. But the thing here is, why I'm bringing this up is the fact that if I have no idea if this coin is the authentic coin, like if this is a real one or it's a fake one, then I will constantly be guessing and asking other people if, hey, is this a real coin? So I'll be constantly on edge and nervous because I have no idea if I can spend this or if I can give this coin to use it to buy something and then I become a fraud or something. So you can feel that I have to constantly make sure that other people may approve of this coin so that I will feel okay about it. However, if I know what the real coin looks like and I'm sure that this is a real coin, then I don't have to go around asking everyone if my coin is actually real. I'll just take it, I'll just spend it. I'll just use it like how I'll usually use it, because I have confidence that this is the real coin. Can you feel how much pressure is lifted just because I have faith and I have trust in the fact that this is a real coin? Yeah, but I do know that we're kind of moving towards a digital payment system now, so we might not even have coins. So if you're looking at this and you don't use coins anymore, well, that's what a coin looks like. So you can see this is why I'm emphasizing on focusing everything on the basic rules. If you know what a coin looks like, you don't have to ask other people or depend on what their judgment of what a coin is to feel confident. And the same thing applies to social rules. If you know exactly what a basic greeting is and what is a proper, acceptable greeting, then you have no reason to feel ashamed of it. If you go and greet someone and you're extremely polite and other people rejects it, it's not on you. It's not your fault. You did everything right and you know that it's right and the other person is just being a jerk or something. You don't have to feel bad or ashamed about it. Because why? Because it doesn't matter if you are doing the right things or the wrong things. There will always be people in the world that will disapprove of the things that you do no matter what you do. So this is why you have to learn to stand your ground or know what is right and acceptable and keep things to your own values and your own judgment of things. Honestly, once you start to understand the rules a lot more, you'll start to feel your doubt about yourself as a person decrease, and also the desire to impress others, that will also decrease. And it will make you feel much more relaxed. Are there exceptions? Yes, there are always exceptions. Understanding the basics does not take out the feeling of anxiety completely, because for us to feel emotions, it's how we're human. We'll always feel anxiety to some level, but understanding the rules, the basics, especially the social rules, it will take huge parts of the anxiety out of the equation because we're not constantly doubting ourselves and our own abilities. Sometimes it's just peer pressure. Sometimes it's just constantly overthinking. But we want to remove as much of that nervousness and anxiety out of the equation so that we can just be ourselves. Now let's get into the area of trust. If you haven't developed trust, it really has to be developed over time. And if you're just starting out, it does take repetition and experience. Like right now, I think you probably don't even think about it, but you are trusting the ground to hold you up. Like, you are not going to stand up and suddenly feel like scared because the ground might suddenly crack open or it might just destroy and that suddenly you'll just fall into the abyss. No, you trust the ground to hold you up because through years and years of experience, the ground has always held you up. Nothing has gone wrong since the times that you've been standing up. So you can say most of us probably have a pretty good relationship with the ground. However, I bring this example up because I want us to really understand that we are all capable of building trust and confidence in our abilities socially. Like when we're starting something new, we will get the tendency to want to doubt ourselves. That's normal. Like for instance, let's say when you just started to change socially, you want to practice a new way of approaching people. But you start to make that change, and suddenly everyone is really surprised. They're like, whoa, why are you doing something different? They're not used to the new you. And that is when you start to really have this doubt about yourself. At this point, this is where most of us will really feel that pressure and that desire to really want to withdraw because everyone's so surprised about the way that you are, the new you, and they're not used to it. And you can feel that our need and desire to want to be approved by others and to being seen by others in a normal way, that supersedes our desire for actual change. However, this is the exact place that you need to be, because at this point, this is where you're cultivating trust and confidence in your own judgment. Because when you're first going out there and trying to become someone that's more outgoing, less shy, you are changing yourself as a person. And on a subconscious level, this is where you're really building trust on your own judgment. Because what you're really saying is, I am going to be who I am. I am going to trust the fact that what I'm doing is right, and other people can think what they want. That's cool. But I'm going to walk my own path, and I'm going to depend on that. Is the process going to be hard? Yeah, I think it's going to be kind of hard. But we are resilient, and I know that we can go through it, because the people before us have gone through it before, and they have lived, and they're okay. So as you start to develop more trust in yourself, confidence, then you'll start to relax a lot more, and you'll rely on your own judgments, which gives you a different degree of freedom, because you're not really so much looking at what other people think. You're just looking at your own path and thinking, where exactly do I want this path to go? Not what other people want my path to go. So this is it. Honestly, it's kind of exhausting trying to impress people all the time, because there are people that will just criticize anything that you do, and honestly, why do you even care what color my jacket is? It's like, it doesn't matter. People will dislike and like anything that they want to say, and we have to be ready. We have to be ready with our own intuition, our own opinions, and be ourselves. So put your trust in what is actually the real thing and what is authentic. If you like this video, you can like, share, subscribe, comment, and that is it. Take care, and I'll talk to you guys next time.